Moving to oneness. Nourishing curiosity. Embracing differences. Becoming one.
How do you feel now that the sun leaves our day a little earlier? Around the globe, many countries have switched back to winter time. What does it change within you if you're living on the northern hemisphere? On the south, it's spring, everyone is happy for the summer. So I invite you today to explore that with me on the Moving to Oneness podcast. Hello, I'm Meilin, your host. Yeah, here in Germany, time has switched a week earlier than in the US, and it creates a change. It feels a little bit like jet lag, but in a way it's welcoming. It's the time of fall, right? The leaves have fallen down, not all of them yet, but more and more have lost their brilliant color. Except here, I see here and there some sweet gums. Even in Germany, that's a tree I really loved when I lived in Georgia. It is very upright and it has these glossy 5 to 7 starred leaves and these red and yellowish tones, and they bloom, stay in their color, in their true color, a little bit longer than the maples. And it's a reminder of the vibrancy of this time as well, of the fall, of the change, to observe what happens with oneself within. And why did the word vibrancy pop up? And you know me, when I speak, suddenly words come that want to be expressed. Do you really think about vibrancy in the fall? About those red maple colors, yes. But anywhere else? I have to think now here a moment. The coziness, there's a vibrancy in the coziness, in the Gemütlichkeit, the word we have in German, where you turn inward and ignite within all those lights in our homes, outdoors, candle lights, but also the light of warmth within you. And if you look at the colors of fire, if you have a fireplace maybe outside or even a fireplace inside, now those also are very vibrant colors. And they're not cooling, they're warming. They warm you up. And if you go and light the light within your body in certain spots, we can take some moments and put some light into our forehead. There it feels always more like a bright light, whitish, a little blue tones, dissolving into like nothingness. But if I would make it more transparent, but it still stays brilliant and with a cool touch. But if I think about a light in my throat, if you visualize how your throat gets warmed up, there come a little bit more yellow into the light, into the flame that ignites your voice, the voice to express what you desire. And that now in the fall is a really good time to ponder on what you desire to express in the world. In a way, getting ready for the next year. And many of you are light workers, healers, transformers, shapeshifters. There's a lot of work that is going to happen next year that needs to be lit up, transformed through light and fire. So can you give words to it? Maybe you had until now feelings. And then it's interesting. We're going backwards, right? We're not starting in the womb. We were starting at the forehead, right? Our third eye. So what is that ignition that is happening that goes down as we go inward? So it's like the light is flowing. If it's a liquid light, it flows right downward to your body. toward now your chest, where you breathe in light. How do we breathe in light? The air you breathe in, the wisdom, the knowledge, that is light. Even the particles of air. No. All the chemicals, the dust, the water, we breathe it in, and that all brings a brilliancy again to ignite your lungs, the cells in your lungs, to go into conversation, to exchange the wisdom within you, and then you exhale it. And you've put your light, your wisdom into the air and sent it out into the world. Some blue tones came with that, some golden tones in that light. And next to it, it's all fed by your intention, by your intent, by your love of life and the beauty that is existing around you, that is existing around me, that is existing around all of us, but also within us and in our cosmos. And our heart is like these, my hands are making a movement, the mishmash of bringing it together within our chest, with our lungs, but it's pumping out what needs to go out into the world from you. It also ignites the remembrance within you that you are important on this planet at this moment, bringing your wisdom, living your purpose, and being here as a transmuter, bringing your love, bringing your way of working, of touching people, talking to people, relating to people, to nature, right? And bringing your patience, that everything can unfold, that is to be unfolded at this time and in our near future. And if we go further down, if we bring this light that is lighting up our whole chest to the abdominal area, the navel, there comes the more orange tones, amber tones, really golden copper tones, the warmth, it's the fire, right? There are, for us women, giving birth to ideas, for men, bringing life to a woman, creating life together, right? This is there, but it is also where you are bringing your essence, your upper body, your lower essence, and that's how your body moves through the earth, how you stabilize yourself, right? In martial arts, it's the center point, the spirals that go into your navel area and on the back that spirals out or inward. If you do any Asian work there, that's when you are sturdy. You really say, yes, I live here on this earth. And that comes from the womb. Women healers, many ancient women healers use the vulva to express and send out energy that they have created within themselves and send that out into the world, not just with your hands or with your eyes or with your words. But do that now, ignite it and send energy to the ground, to whoever you love. From there, it's like a different, it's more enveloping, inviting. We have the word in German, Schoß, yeah? Or when you let someone sit close to you, these energies from there. Someone sits on your lap, if it's a child, right? These energies exchange also there. They exchange, that light goes from your chest to the person's chest in front of you, or whoever is hugging you, maybe from the back. Yeah, maybe your partner, a friend, where you exchange that light. And do you sense the beautiful difference? Lights, the whole palette of a vibrancy. That's where the vibrancy, because it carries energy, we know that, light energy, in these waves, in this movement, in this inviting to something new, helping expand, helping to see. So when all of that is in your body, we can see it as a light balls, right? That is very colorful, and it's getting larger, enveloping your whole chest, your throat, your head, going down to the ground, and you're enveloped in it, as at the same time it is within you, and you send it out to the person in front of your back. And I really, now with artificial intelligence, you can do all these models of light. It was difficult to paint or photograph, and you can see it in the internet, how many people are taking these impulses and want to show and create images where people play with light. So I invite you now, because in these times where the day is shorter and the night is longer, the light is visible, more brilliant. You see it much clearer. Yes, there's light that goes into the invisible, right? The further it goes out of the body, up into the cosmos, those energy centers, it changes more and more into barely be seen. We also have black light, we know that. But I invite you to play with that, and to sit, to stand, to lie and play with it, to dance and play with it, and maybe dance with someone else and play with it, maybe indoors or outdoors. It is really getting all these, the English words are missing in the moment, but these are these layers of flames, of light overlapping in all different colors, an interplay, an intergalactic play, if you even expand the light upward, outward, past a beautiful earth. But also, if you're outdoors, you can exchange that light and play with that light of a tree. Maybe you have a house pet, or a pet is a house animal, or a wild animal, a bird, a worm, right? The earth, if you just play with the earth, giving your energies back and forth, your fire, your living fire, your life light, and share it. And do some practices over the winter. I invite you now into the fall and for the new year especially to up it, to play more with your light within you, and to bring light into the dimmer or darker areas of your body and lighten them up so your particles can go into the rhythm they desire. It's fun. It really is fun. See the fun of it. And maybe not for everyone it will be fun. There may be coming up tears, memories, while you transmute, transform, highlight yourself and your experiences and the memories your body, the cells in your body have kept. But feel safe, please, because do remember you're so supported by so many beings, the seen and unseen. It is rather safe now to delve within yourself, by yourself, or maybe reach out and we'll do it together. Begin. And you can start very small. Use a tiny light, like a little tiny candle. Right, we start with the tea light, or then you take a bigger light. It's maybe a small flame, and then maybe you have a huge bonfire at the end or something. And maybe you have a bonfire and you invite so many people to do it with you. Whatever you are, wherever you are, with whomever you can do it. And maybe even paint some flames, or take a pencil and sketch. Use yellow, blues, greens, all these colors, paint on white paper, maybe paint on dark paper. See what it does with you. Charcoal on white, even there you can, with black. But it has the wisdom of, if you lose, of plants, right? Most charcoal is made out of plants. What else can you use? You can choose from fruits you can use and paint with, or model it when maybe you have colorful clay. However, you can take colorful wool in felt, right? You can create flames. Whatever your way of expression in the creative form is, play with materializing flames maybe on 2D or 3D, or then the living a fire. Depends where you live, right? And how you can do it, how easily. Maybe you have a bowl, you can do a tiny mini fire in there, and you collect some wood outside. So become creative. Maybe you want to wear those colors, orange, yellow, red, with these beautiful greens and blues together. Watch some movies of flames, or take a zoom into the flames you watch in front of you when you have a candle on. See what happens with you when you observe fire. And when you observe fire, invite it to move, to warm up whatever is within you. And in a way also, as we also carry so much light, express light, let light go through us. Right? We're also light beings. I mean, our body is light. It has created a beautiful mass. These particles and cells, there is vibrant life within there. You can now, the vibrancy of life, celebrate that in any way you can. Maybe going back to the leaves, take a leaf and look at it for a few hours. Or copy it with a drawing, going back to a drawing. Photograph it. Hang it on the wall, so you reminded of your brilliancy within, or your brilliance, and how bright and lightful you can be, and how you warm other people while you send out your light with a smile, with smiling eyes, with a beautiful touch, with a warm embrace. So I wish you the best in playing with light. The light of fall, the light of winter, bringing this light of, in a way, non-material, the light of the cosmos. Right there you have more the cooler lights if you see the moon. But even when the moon comes up, it has these orange-yellow tones. Or if it sets again. Look at the stars. Are they all white? No, they're not. They have all these other colors. Depends what colors are around them or how the night sky is. It's not a black sky. It's blue, it's purplish, it's green. And look at the vibrancy of that. And the juxtaposition brings out the light. So where you juxtapose yourself or put yourself in settings where it's invited that you shine brighter. Become creative. Go into areas and lighten them up. Maybe you have a garden where there are dark areas and it needs like some trimming now in the fall to bring new growth to it. You see what we do outdoors, the dragons told me once. What you do outdoors, create, you bring indoors. And then you start there creating, going in the darker areas and maybe cleaning, brightening it up. The Asians do that a lot, right? To celebrate, they clean the house to bring a brilliancy, a dust off in a way through your love and hands, and because you touch anything, the materials that are in your home through that. You put strong intention right there. So how can you also do it with your body? Maybe clean the plants, dust off the plants. And that also goes within you, where you dust off those areas so every area shines brighter. What a beautiful fall this is going to be for you and me. And the nice thing, we do it together. Japatu ta-ta-ta. Japatu ta-ta-ta. So, have fun and give yourself this gift of light to yourself and to others. I'm Meilin, your host of the Moving to Oneness podcast. And you're the one who brings change. Bye-bye.